Hey, welcome to the Summit Host Hangout podcast, where you'll learn how to plan, strategize, and launch your profitable online summit. No influencer status necessary. I'm your host, Krista from Summit in a Box, and today in episode 83, I've got a special announcement for you. If you're here, you've probably already seen the episode title and know what my announcement is, but let's just pretend that you don't for just a minute. When I started Summit in a Box back in 2018, I launched and made my first sales from social media alone. I had an Instagram account for my other business with probably 1,200 followers at the time, something like that. And I told them I was starting something new. I directed them to the new account, and that was my launch. I didn't do anything fancy like a summit. And since then, I've grown this business with a whole lot of Facebook ads, Instagram, being a guest on summits and podcasts, word of mouth, referrals type of things, and a challenge. But doesn't it kind of feel like something's missing from that list? Shouldn't a business based around the power of virtual summits probably host a virtual summit? It has been feeling really weird to me to not have hosted a summit for Summit in a Box, and I'm very excited to let you know that it is finally time for that to happen. I'm going to tell you about that in just a minute, but first, I thought it would be fun to give you a little behind-the-scenes look at why it took so darn long for this to happen. And one of the biggest summit tips that I preach is that you need to have a specific audience if you want to host a summit without being an influencer. If you're not already an influencer, you need to have that specific audience. That was easy for me to say before when I'd been hosting summits for a business that specifically targeted designers. It was much harder to say and follow through with as someone running a business for literally all online business owners. And I got a really good look at just how difficult the niching down step is for those of you with larger audiences. And it was totally the reason that led me to put off a summit for so long. I knew that I couldn't host a successful summit for business owners who wanted to host a summit. If I had a huge audience and was super well known, sure, I could have done that. But for me, no, I'm not at a place where I can get away with hosting a summit for everybody. And because of that, I was stuck. I was really intimidated, honestly, by the idea of niching down, and I didn't know who to niche down to. I also don't have as many connections in this business as I do in my other business. So for the different options of niching down, I don't have all those connections built. So the thought of trying to figure out speakers was really intimidating to me, and is again a big part of why I held myself back from this for so long. So by the way, I hope this is making you feel better about any mindset blocks you've come across with hosting your own summit. I still struggle with these things too. This is why I've waited 2 years to host a summit about summits. So anyways, I let those things hold me back. And like I said, I've been running this business for over 2 years with no summit because of it. But then a friend came to the rescue. My friend Jen from Virtual Summit Search came to me asking if I wanted to collaborate on a summit about summits, and it was a heck yes. It was a no-brainer from there. I've never honestly been a fan of the idea of collaborating on a summit because I like to do things my way, but I knew that Jen would be the perfect partner for it, and it helped me feel better knowing that I'd have someone else to help us figuring out the audience issue and reaching out to speakers. I knew Jen had some great connections, so that helped me feel better about everything in general. And here we are. I'm finally here announcing to you that Sell with the Summit Course Creator Edition is open for enrollment. And this summit, this version of the summit, is made specifically for experienced course creators interested in reaching their biggest course launch ever with a virtual summit in 90 days. We're going to take you all the way through the process from summit basics to landing your speakers to connecting your summit to your course and totally nailing a successful course launch once your summit is over. This isn't a summit with a bunch of disjointed sessions. Each one was chosen strategically to make sure that you had the strategy you needed for as much of the process as humanly possible when it comes to something as complex as a summit and course launch. Of course, we can't walk you through every single step. This summit would be months long with hundreds of speakers, but we have done our best to give you the big pieces you need, and you can fill in the blanks from there. We have a really incredible lineup of diverse experts talking about everything from naming your summit to creating the perfect summit theme to convert attendees to buyers to actually launching your course once it's done. So Sell with the Summit Course Creator Edition will run from Monday, September 14th to Friday, September 18th, 2020. If you're listening to this after the fact, don't worry, we'll have some cool stuff on the site for you too. But the first 4 days of this event are when these awesome presentations will actually be live and available for you to watch. We'll have fun live experiences mixed in as well, like co-working sessions, Ask Me Anything sessions with our speakers for those of you who jump on our really awesome upgrade options, and more. We're still working on the details as I'm recording this, but we're going to make sure this is a really incredible event. We'll even have Summit Bingo prizes and the chance for you to win a free spot in my signature Summit in a Box program. And then Friday is going to be all about implementation. We are going to take what you learn Monday through Thursday and spend Friday in live sessions to help. So we will have things like networking sessions so you can brainstorm with other people and get to know maybe even potential speakers. You will have co-working sessions, implementation sessions, and we'll end it all with a live masterclass from yours truly. It's going to be just what you need to really believe that a profitable summit is something you can pull off, and we will be opening the doors to Summit in a Box for a limited time at the end of this event. So it's like both an opportunity for you to come and learn, but also for you to watch it happen, because I'm going to be doing exactly what we're teaching in this event. So now it's time to go get your free ticket. If you're a course creator who likes the sound of hitting your biggest launch yet with the help of a virtual summit, head to sellwithasummit.com right now and get your free ticket. We will have that link in the show notes as well, but sellwithasummit.com. It's going to be a blast. Jen and I cannot wait to see you there. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode. For show notes and the resources and all the summit links you need, head to summithosthangout.com/083. Now go out and take action to plan, strategize, and launch your profitable online summit. And be sure to run over to sellwithasummit.com to get that free ticket.